Hey guys, we're in Oakley Hall in Basingstoke and there's a bunch of cars behind me and apparently we can drive these? How does this work, Kevin?
What do you mean, how does it work? Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, they organise a special day in the southern part of the country and all the manufacturers bring their cars here for us to drive.
So we can basically take any of these and go out today?
We can.
That sounds pretty awesome. This looks like it's going to be a really good day.
It's Christmas, even though the sun's shining, it's Christmas.
So I think we have to go in and register and get into line for these things, don't we?
We do,
Okay.
and we're going to have a good time.
Okay, so let's go do that and then we'll see what we can grab and drive.
While the sun shines.
So you had to go and pinch the Bentley first, didn't you?
I needed to. After all we said, as soon as we spoke last time...
How did you jump the queue to get hold of that?
No, as soon as we spoke, just there when we were doing the intro, I saw that Bentley in the background and I thought, I've got to do it, I've just got to do it.
Oh my goodness. We are in the W12 version. I really wanted to have a go at the V8 actually, but I don't think they've got that here.
No.
But both of us have actually driven this one before.
We have.
I drove it in the Middle East. I absolutely loved it. I think it's just such a jump ahead of the previous Continental. It's just incredible. You know, they've just got everything so right with this car. The balance, the feel, the power. So just to give you some facts on this car, we are talking, of course, a W12. We are talking 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds. Oh, and I'm feeling that right now. Absolutely incredible. 159,000 pounds for this car. We are talking 6-litre twin turbo W12, 626 brake horsepower, most of which Kevin is deploying, 664 pounds-foot of torque, and a top speed north of ridiculous, so 207 miles per hour. So those are the facts. This is the car.
They're not really the facts.
Those are the facts. This is the car.
No, listen, 159,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Most people will not be paying less than 200 grand for this.
Once you've kitted it out,
look at all the extras that are down there.
Yeah. Let me go through some of the extras that are actually fitted to this car. This is a Mulliner spec with the alternative wheel. That's all it says. Alternative wheel. I don't know what that means.
Well, I know it's still round. Heated wheel. At least it's steering when it's great.
It's still round. 21-inch 5 tri-spoke alloy wheel. Extraordinary. Touring specification, which includes adaptive cruise control and night vision. It's got front seat comfort specification with adjustable cushionless and ventilation and massage functions. City specification with top view camera, traffic sign recognition.
My bum was hot, now it's cold.
Yeah, I'd like to leave my bum as it is actually.
No, I don't blame you.
Mood lighting specification with ambient mood lighting for later on as well, so that'd be quite good.
Yes, when we get intimate and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's try not to, but anyway. So how is it as good as you remember? When was the last time you drove it?
I drove it about 5 months ago and I absolutely loved it because like you said, this is a completely new machine and it feels really Bentley. Yeah. And I was just totally impressed. I just thought they'd made a really good job of this. Kind of car which we can drive so sportily if we want to, but it easily makes a day-to-day car. So it's a proper gentleman's carriage, if you know what I mean.
It is, but at the same time, with the old Bentley, I found that, you know, it was a really fast car, it was really sporty, but it wasn't something that you could really push with confidence. Do you know what I mean?
Sad. Look, there's a 60 mile an hour limit there, right? Watch this.
Woo! And we're on a slippery road right now.
It's wet.
It's absolutely planted, this thing. But that's what I mean, though. The confidence level that you get with this car compared to the previous one, because I found the previous one was slightly nose heavy, you know, slightly felt a little bit higher, you know. Yeah. Whereas this one, solid, absolutely planted, very well balanced. I think they've done a great job with it.
I think they have, and it's a good all-round job as well. Inside, it's beautiful. It's always a sense of occasion when you're in this car. Absolutely wonderful. I mean, you can enjoy driving at any speed, can't you? I mean, my bum's really hot now. So
yeah, you don't need that. Yeah. But look, like you're saying, the interesting thing with all this knurled aluminium finishing around the dials and everything, it's almost like diamond cut. You feel special in this car, whereas in the old one, you could, you know, spot bits of Volkswagen and stuff like that.
Big time.
But not now. Not now. Now this is all Bentley, and it feels it, and it's beautiful.
The old one was really competent and capable. But it's a bit boring, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you.
This one is really kind of phenomenal.
Definitely.
Wait! We've not really been that objective, have we? I mean,
you can't be objective about a car like this.
Think of something negative. You know, like
something negative.
You know, we talked about all the pros. What's the cons? You know?
negative. It's thirsty.
Come on.
It's thirsty.
How do you know it's not that thirsty?
What, W12?
Yeah, it says it's W12. It's not too bad for the size of the engine.
So it only takes it'll take 95 octane, so that's quite good, and it will give you on the combined cycles 20.8 miles per gallon, 13.6 liters per 100 kilometer, and the CO2 is 308 grams per kilometer.
Yes,
we are not helping the environment.
No, I know, but how many times do you live? And if you could do it just for a little bit,
that's it.
A bit of time.
But you can go 400 miles in this thing on a tank,
which is great.
That's not bad.
To be honest, when I tested it, I did about maybe 800 miles, and I expected to spend most of the time at the petrol station. I just couldn't believe that it was actually that economical. So it's not that bad, you know.
Honestly, I often say about big cars, big engine cars, people think that they're not economical, but actually it's all down to how you drive them.
Absolutely.
Because they're less stressed. So in fact, they can actually be more economical depending on how you do. I've actually got amazed. People have not believed the sort of mileage I've got out of V8 American muscle cars sometimes, because it's just how it's just how you when I need to save fuel, I know how to save fuel, and it's just extraordinary. I've posted up actual figures that I've got in things like the Chrysler 300 CSRT, and people they're just saying you faked it. I'm like, no, I didn't fake it. That's real. That's genuine. But it's just how you drive it. It's about how you drive the car.
Is it left here?
No, it's straight.
Okay.
Straight down.
Sorry,
I'm
useless.
Anyway, so there you go.
But
hang on, that was supposed to be a negative, wasn't it? We've just turned the negative into a positive.
You're just totally besotted with this car.
And we've now got the keys to this Mercedes GLE. It's a 300D, so quite a different animal from what we've been out before, but a very worthy vehicle, and it's worth trying. A lot of people are really interested in this sort of car. Very practical, very family friendly.
I'm going to need convincing because I'm just so excited about that Bentley. But we've got to do it.
We've got to calm him down. So you know what? I think I'll take the first shift.
Okay.
You calm down for a bit.
All right.
Let's see what this is like. So what am I in, Kevin? Tell me about the
You are in the Mercedes GLE 300D 4MATIC AMG. Okay. And I'm reading all of this from the spec sheet. It's on the road price of about £55,000. But just looking through this spec Shazad, if I add it all up here, 1,600, 4,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about £9,000 worth of extra. So I would say we're talking about maybe a £62,000 car here.
Yeah.
It is powered by a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine. Power output's 245 brake horsepower. The legendary 7.2 seconds to 60 miles an hour, 62 miles an hour, and 140 mile an hour top speed. Fuel consumption's quite good actually. It goes up to about 39.2.
As you'd expect in a diesel.
Yeah. But not a bad package overall. Quite a lot of money though. How's it feel to you?
Well, to be honest, it's like, this is the latest GLE. I've driven the previous one. I haven't driven this one before. But it just feels the same, honestly. Again, with Mercedes, they just evolve it, so it's a little bit better, a little bit more refined, a little bit cleverer, a little bit more efficient, and that's basically what I'm getting from it. Of course, it's now got this full screen digital panel that sort of replaces your traditional instrument panel and dashboard. Now you just get a screen all the way across.
What do you think to that, though? I mean, that's quite... I don't know how I feel about that, quite frankly. But
it takes getting used to.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit overwhelming when you first jump out of another car into this, and you're just like, oh my god, this is like Star Trek. Where is that warp button? You know. And just looking down, I'm like, okay, but where's the? Okay, it's a little bit. It can be disorientating when you first get into it.
But it is clear. I mean, you can
once
clearly,
you understand it. I think the trouble with a day like this, what we're doing today, is we're jumping in and out of different cars. And we've got little time with them. We're not spending a week with the car. It's one of those cars where you need a week just to figure out how these systems work.
You might like it in the end.
You probably will like it in the end.
Yeah.
I will.
You can see exactly what speed you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's
I've got heads up as well. I've got heads up, which is in focus.
Right.
So that's pretty good.
That's good.
I actually do like this stuff. I get on well with it, and once I figured it out, it's not really a problem. But yeah, it's one of those cars that you've not. When you spent your money on it, you're like, yeah, okay, I see what I've done. I've spent my money wisely. It's a solid thing. Right, so we're now in a Maserati. You've got to say like a Maserati. It can't just be Maserati. It's got to be Maserati. So we're in a Maserati, but we're in a SUV Maserati. It's a Levante. It's Levante. And I I don't know why I'm driving it first, because I haven't driven it before, but you have not driven it, so really it should be you here. But anyway, you can tell me a bit about the car, yeah?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue what he was saying, but we are in a Maserati Levante, the S Grand.
That is what I said.
And yeah, it's actually really good. It's a 3-litre V6, sounds like a Maserati, to be honest with you. Really, really good. The standard on the road price for this car is not far off 80,000, which is quite a lot of money. But SUVs are popular these days.
And the options include the silk interior with
the
Xenia, Ermine Gildo, whatever it is. You know.
Yeah. So if you're a cool Italian, you will wear Xenia clothes. Xenia designer.
And all
clothes.
Italians are cool.
They're all cool.
They're all cool. That's a given.
And then you sit in a car like this because you've got a Maserati. You've got Xenia interior. Wow, you are so cool. 0 to 62 miles an hour in 5.2 seconds. And if you can translate kilometers into miles per hour, it's 264 kilometers per hour. I guess that's probably 150.
That's about 160. That's actually very quick. The thing about Maseratis is that it's a contrary car. It's like, you know, you're making a statement. You're being different. You know, the reason you buy a Maserati is because you're not following the crowd. That's what I've always felt about Maserati. You know, especially at, at the high end, you know, because you could go down the normal routes, you know, buy a Range Rover or a Porsche Cayenne or something. We said, no, I'm going to be different and I'm going to get a Maserati.
Yeah.
I wonder what that says about you as an individual.
Well, I'll tell you what it says about you, because I used to have a Gran Turismo, okay? And every time they saw the keys, people would say, oh, that's a really cool car. Because in some ways it's quite unique, because it's like not a Jaguar, not a BMW. Yeah, it's not a Mercedes, but then again, it isn't a Ferrari. So you're kind of like right in the middle.
It's not obvious. It's like you get a Ferrari, it'd be like really obvious.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you do say, if you got Ferrari, you might say, okay, the person's trying too hard or whatever. But with a Maserati, you're not really trying that hard. You're just being cool. And I think that's the thing about these. So let's open up a little bit. I mean, it does move. And it does sound really good. I don't know if it sounds quite as good as the Gran Turismo that you used to own, because that had the V8 on it.
No, not really, it doesn't. But it's an SUV. But that is Italian, that sound.
Yeah, definitely.
That is kind of emotional. Yeah. Right. My first time out in it. I'm using the manual shift straight away because it's a Maserati and I really want to take control of it. Feels good. I reckon, for me, it's got to talk Maserati straight away.
Yeah.
And therefore it's got to be good at driving fast, even though it is an SUV. And yeah, I'm quite liking this. Suspension seems very well contained. Feels quite sporty. In that Maserati style. It
certainly moves, doesn't it? Yeah.
In sport, so that's how a sports car should drive to me. Give you confidence with the steering. The chassis feels nicely rooted, but I'm also getting that oral feedback, which I really love. So it's kind of doing it for me.
So I think we should drive the Raptor. What's wrong with the Raptor?
It's a Tonka toy. It's for kids.
It is awesome.
I'm a grown-up.
That is absolutely awesome. I've driven the F-150 Raptor, and I haven't driven the Ranger Raptor, so I really want to have a go, and you're going to drive it as well, and you're going to enjoy it, all right?
You're a little boy. Let's drive a grown-up's car, for Christ's sake.
Well, they've all gone out anyway, so now the only ones left is this one. So we'll have
you used
to
play with these as a kid, didn't you?
This is awesome.
I mean, look at this.
I can't look at it. Look at it. That is
never
absolutely awesome.
Oh my God.
So here's a car that I've been keen to drive ever since I saw it in the car park this morning. Bizarrely, out of all of the cool cars and the fast metal that we've got over there, and this is definitely not one of those fast metal cars, and yet I've had my eye on it, and I finally managed to get the key from Ford, and I finally managed, more extraordinarily, to get you into this car. and you're still grimacing, aren't you? You're like, this is like torture for you. I love this. We are in a Ranger Raptor. Give me the stats.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
We are in a Ford Ranger Raptor, otherwise known as a Tonka toy for young kids and babies and children. But we happen to be adults, but it happens to be the real thing.
Speak for yourself.
It's 10-speed auto.
Oh my god.
Obviously it's a 4x4, 2-litre engine.
2-litre diesel.
Tech spec. Shut up. 213 PS. 500 Newton meters of torque.
Whoa! I'm feeling it. Oh, it sounds alright actually. Whoa!
Once a child, always a child. Maximum speed. This is what I find entertaining. 106 miles an hour.
Yeah, but look at it. It's
60,
angry.
0 to 60 in 10. Hang on, in 10 minutes. I mean 10 seconds. And fuel consumption averaging about 31 miles to the gallon.
But that's good for a Raptor. That's good
really?
for because the Raptors I'm used to are F-150 Raptors.
So it's a toy car, but this guy's enjoying it.
We're talking about the Raptors I'm used to, the V8s, and then the V6 for the latest generation F-150, and then this, of course, is the diesel. Now, it does sound angry. I like it. I have driven the Ranger. I've driven the regular Ranger across Jordan, actually. I drove it across Jordan. Drove a diesel Ranger in Jordan. I had a lot of fun doing that. And it's a really good all-around pickup truck. But this, of course, is more of a lifestyle vehicle. It's got all the character. It's got the cladding. It's got the look. It's got the style. And honestly, I just... this is... I'm just finding it hilarious. I just love the style and the charisma and the character of this thing. Come on, tell me, no part of this car speaks to you at all.
Only the price. 48,594 quid. Oh my god.
That is a fair bit.
That is a lot of money. But actually it's 47,874. But then it's in Ford Performance Blue, which I guess is the Viagra colour, is it? Taking up, that's another 720 quid. But in fairness, I mean, it's quite kind of comfortable. I didn't you don't actually feel like you're in a car with
suspension
tank tires, you know.
Dude, the suspension on these things are designed to take a pounding. They're designed to be raced off-road at 50, 60, 70 miles an hour and you still sitting comfortably and not getting double vision because you can't see what you're doing.
So tell me, I mean, what's the advantage of this in the UK?
None whatsoever. That's why it's awesome. Look at it, like we're just bullying everybody. We're driving to the sleepy little village in Basingstoke and people are like, that's vulgar, what is it? And I'm like, well, hey, look at me.
Well, they sell well in the country though, don't they?
They should do, yeah, because it makes sense.
You can have some naughty kids in the back and you can still carry all that luggage, or it's like farmyard type vehicles.
It's a family car. And basically you're just floating, you do feel invincible. You feel indestructible. You feel invincible. You feel like right. If the zombie apocalypse happened right now, I'd be all right because I'm in this. I just mow them down. It's not a problem. So.
Yes. Well, you're an only child. I think you've got issues, as they say.
You can see that it elicits kind of wild tendencies in the driver, doesn't it? This car.
It's kind of worrying me at the moment. Bloody hell. I can see you diving over deserts and this flying in the air.
I want to go in that field and dive over that field. Seriously, that's what you want to do. You just want to turn off the road and just go that way and see what it will do. Sort of.
Okay, so you've got me driving this. And what I can't get over is, so now I'm driving the truck. It's actually got paddle shift, look.
It does?
It's got paddle shift.
It does, it actually has paddle shift.
Oh my god.
What's the gearbox on this thing?
It's a 10-speed.
Is it 10? Wow.
You little boy, you could say, wow.
Is it really a 10-speed?
Yeah, and I feel as if I'm on the top of a skyscraper. But that's good because I've got loads of vision, so I can see over the traffic jams.
Honestly, you can see over the treetops in this thing.
Even the treetops.
I wonder if this 10-speed automatic, I've not seen it paired with a diesel before, but the 10-speed is in the Shelby.
I quite like
the Shelby Mustang has the 10-speed, which it shares with the Camaro ZL1, which is kind of weird.
Paddle shift.
You're liking it, aren't you? You're actually, look at it, you're grinning, you're grinning.
No, but, you know, it's just like, it just reminds me of when I was a kid.
Exactly. It takes what's wrong with a car that takes you back in time.
It's paddle shifting. Dukes of Hazzard.
And suddenly you don't have to worry about the finesse of handling and how it rides or anything like that. You're just enjoying it for what it is.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Exactly. You could probably jump over the General Lee in this one.
I've never driven anything like this before. It's kind of fun.
It is.
If you could find a reason to use it.
We need to get you into an F-150 Raptor next. That's what. That's like double the fun.
It's not bad. It doesn't handle too bad, actually.
No, actually, no, it doesn't.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, it is kind of reassuring. I mean, it's the kind of thing which, quite frankly, if you're not used to driving these things, you can still drive them quite comfortably, to be honest.
So, just to finish off your thoughts on what's been a bit of a surprise of the day for you, I think.
It really has. Yeah. And if I kind of take my prejudices away and I'm trying to put my objective motoring journalist hat on it, I'll say, yeah, it's actually really quite good. It's a very usable, tractable vehicle, very comfortable, excellent for safety and vision because you've got lots of it. And yeah, I am quite impressed. I actually quite enjoy driving it, but I don't really want you to tell anybody else that. Yeah.
We'll just keep it between us. Kevin actually enjoyed driving the Raptor. And as for me, I love driving the Raptor. So there you go. All right. So now, I know you've been looking forward to this one for most of the day, actually, haven't you? So we are now in a BMW X3 Competition.
Indeed.
This is a competition.
I can be quite quiet. I'm not going to make as much noise as I have previously.
Well, let me give you the spec first, and then you can talk about. No. I know you just want to enjoy driving it, but you got to do some work as well. You can't just So it's an X3 Competition, 3-liter turbocharged, of course. 0 to 62 in 4.1 seconds. Now the price of these is 74,470. This one, with all the options and kit on it, goes up to 80,385 pounds. Now, it is 510 horsepower though. So 510 horsepower, all-wheel drive. That's all the information I have really on here. So I can give you fuel consumption if you're interested. Is anybody interested in fuel consumption when it comes to a car like this? Not really, but just for being academic, fuel consumption, it's in liters per 100. So it's the best I've got is 9.8 liters per 100, which actually is very good if you can do that. That's quite remarkable. But 263 grams per kilometer CO2 emissions. So there you go. That's what it is. And we were just saying before we started the camera, is that the X3 has got better and better looking, hasn't it, with each generation?
It has. I mean, yeah, I thought it looked pretty boring to begin with, but this is quite nice. Totally different, really. And it's so bumpy at the moment because as soon as I got it in, I put it on the M setting. Yeah. Because being a competition car and being a BMW, my goodness, I don't really care what it is. It's supposed to be. It's a small SUV, but you know what? It feels like a proper sports car.
Well, this is the thing. This is a family vehicle, and yet we are actually chucking it down this road right now. And this is a very bumpy road, as we found in the other.
I love it.
Because as we did in the Levante and in the other car, we found this to be a very bumpy road. I'll tell you the car that's handled this the best, this road, in terms of suspension. The car that's handled this the best so far today has been that Raptor.
Not the Tonka.
That's the Raptor, isn't it? The Raptor just basically smothered this, didn't it? But this car's doing really well. But this car is really about feeling the performance and stuff, right?
Oh, it is. Yeah. It's absolutely just like spot on. And, just a great drive. I mean, you can feel it straight away, and it's just got everything that you expect an M car to have. I mean, I know we've said a lot of good things about a lot of the cars we've driven today, but we have chosen carefully. Yeah. And I have to say, they don't fail to deliver. And this one, Jesus.
All right, so my goodness, it just wants to go. Holy moly! Wowzers!
Dr. Jekyll, please.
That is like it's
actually
gone
Mr. Hyde, aren't you? You're Mr. Hyde.
It's gone into warp speed straight away. What is this?
Listen, you're driving. You're trying to drive like an Arab sheikh.
I didn't ask.
You're not in the desert right now.
But oh my God, the acceleration on this thing! They weren't kidding when they said what is it, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and you do feel it. That's really, really impressive. But I mean,
how do you feel though? First time.
Oh, it takes a while for the gearbox to kick down, but oh my goodness, wow! And you got all these settings for the steering. The brakes are absolutely solid. Wow, the steering is actually, really quite fast, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Very, very grippy. This is honestly, you just think this is an SUV. How am I doing this in an SUV? It doesn't make any sense, right?
They've really kind of got it sussed, haven't they? They've got it sussed, and I'm not going to put my phone down because at the moment. Everywhere, every time you move, the G-forces are throwing everything.
Honestly, even I was thrown back, and I took myself by surprise.
Well, you did have a good lunch.
Wow, and this is in the rain now. We're in the rain, and yet this thing is like, you know, super grippy and everything. So I think there's a
good brakes, good steering.
Very good brakes, very good steering, and quite fast steering as well. So it's not like takes a while. Oh my god! When it actually grips and it kicks, oh my god, does it go? This is almost like a drag car. Utterly mental.
This has got to have all the performance you want, and you can be kind of cool with the family as well because it's kind
of
you
can
really
pretend
practical.
that you're a sensible family guy.
You can
pretend.
Really pretend. Yeah. And then when everybody else is out of the car and your ego just takes it, and you get fangs and all that type of stuff, and horns grow and whatever.
Oh yeah, literally horns will grow.
Oh,
they will grow with this car because it is bonkers. So, ladies and gentlemen, you find us in the finale car of the day. You can hear it. I can feel it. Oh my god, I think we had a bit of air there. We might have had a bit of air. And we are in this nutter mental hooligan of a little thing, the Civic Type R, with a nutter mental hooligan of a thing at the steering, who is basically making me feel like I should have written a will before I left home this morning. I think you're enjoying this too much.
Oh God, I love it.
You have been waiting a while to drive it though.
I love it. Yeah. Oh my God, it's like a jet on 4 wheels. Jesus, look at that. It's just like so track-like. Unbelievable.
The thing that struck me about this car when I drove it last was just how rigid and solid it feels.
It does. It did.
It's like a race car.
So sorted. So sorted. It's just born to be driven. Nothing else. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care about anything. All you want to do is just drive it. Just drive it. And you can't drive it slow.
Honestly, like, I would have one of these.
Woo!
It is absolutely bonkers.
I love it. So much fun. Unbelievable. This is the so-called joy of driving is still here, thank God.
In this Honda it is, yeah, definitely. Oh boy. But let's just say thanks and bye to our audience today, who have been along for the ride today with us. And sadly we couldn't bring you the sort of exterior of these cars too much, but we'll try and put some insets and pictures in. But you know, it's been a heck of a day here at the SMMT South driving day. We've managed to, I think, do 5 cars, or maybe 6 cars, I'm not sure. But it's been a heck of a day. And I think the surprise of the day we both agree was the Raptor, the Ranger Raptor.
Yeah,
what was your drive of the day?
Mine?
Yeah.
This one, the Honda Civic Type R, of course, but I really enjoyed the Bentley.
Yeah.
It started off with the Bentley GT, that was fantastic. I actually really liked the BMW the X3 Competition.
Yeah.
That was really good. We've driven some really lovely cars.
Yeah.
I haven't been disappointed by any of them.
Yeah.
I needed to be converted, you know, like that toy car. What was it? The
Raptor.
Ranger thing. Raptor thing, right? Fine, but this has really made my day, and thanks to all the manufacturers as well for bringing along their cars.
Absolutely awesome. What an incredible day and an incredible opportunity to sample these cars and get a taste of what they're all about. So there you go. Keep following us. I hope you enjoyed that ride along. Keep following us. A lot more content coming from, shall we name it now? Motor Overload! Stay tuned. Dial into all of our social media, our YouTube and all the rest of it. Everything's going to be set up now. This is the new channel. You'll find more content coming from both Kevin and myself on this channel. Stay tuned. Tell all your friends, tell all your family, tell everybody. Motor Overload is the place to go for car content, starting with this video.